welcome to Books and Crannies,
a book lovers podcast.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Sarah.
Sorry I interrupted you.
It's okay.
Okay.
Just wanted to go first for once.
You wanted to start over?
No.
Welcome back, friendos.
Yeah.
Or welcome to. We are starting a new book, so maybe this is your first episode.
Maybe it is.
I hope you enjoyed our Halloween special.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun for us.
We had fun with it.
Yeah.
Even if the poster we picked was not at all what we expected.
It was not Halloween spooky.
No. Maybe we should have, vetted them before we picked one. Nah, it's fine.
I had fun.
I feel like the other one we had in mind might have been spooky.
I think so, yeah.
But it's okay. That one got us thinking.
Yeah, it did.
I'm still convinced that death is metamorphosis.
My body is a caterpillar.
I'm actively a caterpillar. But today we're going to be talking about Red Rising by Pierce Brown.
Yeah, chapters 1 through 17.
That's right. But before we freaking dig in, my dude, how are you?
I'm okay.
How was your few days?
It's kind of shitty.
Oh no. Why?
I don't know what I did, but I hurt my back.
Ugh.
And it hurts. So
I'm sorry.
I spent a whole day feeling real crippled. My mom and I went to Home Depot and I was trying to walk through the store and it was painful. Even just standing and existing hurt.
Ugh, I hate back problems.
So yeah, and then working, cutting hair with a bad back. It's really bad news.
It doesn't sound fun.
No. And today I woke up and thought it was better, and it's not. It still hurts really bad.
Oh, no. I guess this is just 30, huh?
Maybe. I don't know. It's a very specific pain.
Yeah.
In a very, very specific spot that, I feel like there's a blade in my spine.
Ugh.
Just twisting.
Nasty.
In one specific spot, and it hurts.
Yeah, it's really terrible. Sorry.
The first day I thought maybe, I was like, do I have a fucking kidney infection or kidney stones or something? It's that.
Or your appendix?
No, it's on the other side.
Wrong side. I don't know where organs are.
Appendix is pretty low and off to the right.
Okay. Well, in case I ever have that pain, now I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So anyways, that was my week. Just dealing with back pain while trying to move the contents of my house around to make better use of space.
It's a terrible combination.
Yeah, and we're on a deadline to get the house moved because all of my crap is in storage and I want to get it out before I have to pay for it again.
That makes sense.
So,
maybe your injury has something to do with all of that.
I don't know, man.
Just using it more.
I don't know.
Well, damn, I hope it gets better soon.
I hope so too.
You gotta ice it and then heat it and then rub on the wall.
Like a bear? Yeah. Scratch my back?
Have your mom rub it. Lily? She wouldn't do much.
It would just tickle. Maybe Bomber. He's a hefty little boy.
Stomp on you.
Yeah.
That, I'm sure, would help.
Yeah. His talons wouldn't scratch my back
not
or anything
at
at all.
Of
That'd
course
be great.
not. You want to borrow nibs?
I was just going to say, do you think Noobs would do it?
Probably.
He'd
probably do it.
He was wily when I got here today. He was outside and I let him in and he was play bowing at me and running like a fucking maniac. He had major zoomies.
He was feeling weird.
Yeah, he got real saucy.
To see you.
But anyways,
anyway,
how was your week or days?
It was alright. It was busy with work, but I got to see a couple friends, which was nice. We grabbed a couple drinks and we went to the zoo this week twice. We went to the zoo while you were here over the weekend, and then I went again.
Wow.
On freaking Wednesday.
Wow.
Yesterday. That's what that day is.
Yeah.
And that was a lot, but it was fun. And then today was just tough. I had a tough day.
Yeah.
With the kids.
Yeah.
My daughter was not a happy camper, and she flat out refused to nap for the last couple days, so she was just kind of pissed all day.
Yeah. And
then I was short-tempered. Well, I did lose my temper, but I was at the end of my line of patience. And I just had to
shut down a little bit.
All. Yeah. Just trying my best. My poor nanny mom was probably everything was okay. She took her son for a little bit so I could try for my daughter, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's over. And I don't work tomorrow, so
hell yeah.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be at home.
That's nice.
And like do laundry.
Yeah.
Even though I fucking hate laundry.
It's the worst.
It's my least favorite chore.
Which is really funny because you just like put it in the washer and leave it.
Well,
and then put it in the dryer and leave it. But then putting it away is really a pain in the butt.
And I never do it in a timely fashion. And I'm trying to get better about that. Especially having a kid. Because then I do hers. And then all of our laundry's in baskets. And it's terrible.
Yeah.
But it was a fine week. I'm just very tired. I'm sure it doesn't help that I was not sleeping enough. And
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and like doing something every single day of the weekend. We didn't just like chill any of the days.
There was no recoup. And I feel like my weekend coming up is going to be similar. So I got to rally. But it's okay. It was fine. It was fine.
Well, good.
Just normal life stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was your guys' week? How you doing?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Please.
We love you.
Let us know.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about a book or?
Well, sure.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. Let's dig into it.
All right. I'm going to be upfront at the very beginning instead of saying it somewhere in the middle when you ask me what happened and I say I don't know. Every time I sat down to read this book, it was like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I don't actually know anything except
Not
the
a
last
thing.
50 pages.
Got it. Well, I feel like this book, the way that I want to talk about it, because I don't feel like there was a ton that happened.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a lot of building.
Tons of world building, for
and
sure.
It's chewy. It's chewy,
yeah.
and it's smaller text, and it's kind of dense, and it's a sci-fi, so there's a lot of, like, stuff that's not, like, normal. But it's good so far. I'm enjoying myself with it. I do like sci-fi quite a bit. More especially like movies, but I also haven't dipped my toes into too many sci-fi books. So
I haven't either. I think this
experience
is one of my first. Actually, I am more of a fantasy girly.
Me too, obviously, but I love a sci-fi.
Yeah,
and so Red Rising chapters 1 through 17. Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
You never actually finished your thought?
I don't know what I was saying.
You were like, how I want to talk about this book.
Oh. Because I didn't feel like there was a good sequence of events. I feel like just like a broad idea of what the heck's happening.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, A happened, then B, then C. It's going to be like, here's what I know.
Yeah.
And it's not much.
Great. I love that for us.
Yes. We're going to make something happen this episode.
Yeah, it's going to be an episode.
You guys can fill in the blanks if you want.
You better have read it, so.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what's happening.
And if you didn't, well, you're not going to learn here. Spoiler-free
episode. In theory.
Well, okay. So let's start off in the lay of the land.
Okay.
Our main character, what's his name?
Darrow?
Darrow, I think is how I say it.
Okay.
I mean, it is like arrow with a D in the beginning.
Yeah.
Darrow? I feel like it's Darrow.
Darrow sounds weird now that I'm saying it out loud. I like Darrow better.
But also it's sci-fi, so Darrow could very well be real.
In my brain, it's Darrow, but out loud that sounds dumb. So okay. Darrow.
Darrow. Got it. Well, Darrow.
D-dog.
Good old D. Big D energy. Darrow.
Yeah.
He's our main character.
Yeah.
And he currently resides on Mars.
Yeah.
But not like on it. He's in it.
Yeah.
He lives underground on Mars.
Yeah.
And he is this whole the vocal fry was intense. The whole premise around this right now, guys, is that humans decided to leave Earth because Earth was like not doing great.
Yeah, because humans are parasites.
We're the worst. I mean, we got to go somewhere eventually, right?
Yeah.
Or just it's the next big extinction.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, they have found a way to go and populate other things in space, like the moon and otherwise.
Other planets.
Yeah. And they're working on populating Mars.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a societal class structure based on colors.
Yeah.
So our main character, Darrow, is a red.
Red Rising.
Red Rising is in the name. Come on. And the reds are like low class. I feel like they're the lowest class.
Yeah.
And it goes up from there with all sorts of different colors, and gold being the top dogs.
Yeah.
And they're like godly.
Mm-hmm.
They're different. And in my mind, they haven't given us much description as far as like what these people look like and how they differ. But I feel like they've got to be like different variants of human.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Right? Like,
because later on, when the things happen that are going to happen later on,
yeah,
they're like changing Darrow's appearance.
Yeah.
To make him appear more like a different color.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That to me says they look different.
Yeah. And I also feel like there's other like creatures about. Like there's alien species. Mm-hmm. Alien races.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is like interplanetary. So I imagine there's all sorts of weird creatures.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Darrow.
Yeah.
Is a miner. Mm-hmm. A helldiver, more specifically. Mm-hmm. Which, they're mining helium-3 or something inside of Mars. Mm-hmm. And the helldiver operates this like giant fucking drill that goes real deep. Yeah. And he has to be real precise and good at it. And that's why he's like special. Yeah. Because he has fast hands or something.
Wow. Whoa. Way to go, Darrow.
Good for you.
Wow.
And these Reds are mining helium-3 because it can be used to terraform on different planets. Yeah. Including Mars.
Yeah.
And so they're told that they're like pioneers for the Mars habitation.
Yeah, and that once Mars is livable, they'll be the first ones there.
And they'll be celebrated and treated like kings because they've made this place what it is. Yeah. And all of this stuff. And when we start out, Darrow is with his crew, mining away. And he's digging. He's going down.
He's being a drilly boy.
He's drilling around, buds. While all of his other buds have littler drills above him, drilling more. Yeah. Everyone's just out here drilling.
Everyone be drilling.
They mining for that helium-3. And they're the boss guy. I think it's his uncle. Or something. Is like, stop. Because there's a gas pocket. And Darrow's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna scan it myself. And goes down to where his drill parts are. The blades?
I don't know why that sounded so dirty. Kind of where his drill parts are.
Not in his pants, guys. The helldiver drill.
Right.
And it's like
that drill.
Clarify. And it's like scorching hot. And he gets burnt real bad.
Yeah.
But it's all fine and everything's fine.
Everything's dandy. He's fine.
Yeah. But then, after he gets back, we learn a little bit about him. He's pretty young. He's only like 24 or 5 or something. And he's newly married to...
Io?
Io. A little lady who he really loves. Who kicked me. I like that the foot flung.
Just release.
He released all tension. Nobody could see that. Even the YouTube friends. Anyway.
Well, listen, I had to get my foot on the ground because my chair won't stop spinning. So
it's just taking you with it on a journey.
It's going slower now.
Now you're caught on my leg. I'm a grounder for you. God, anyway, guys.
Anyways.
Sorry that you don't know what's going on. Sarah's spinning. That's all you need to know.
Spinning and flinging.
Against her will.
Yeah.
Anyway, we find out that Darrow's married to Io.
Yeah.
And after this whole drilling fiasco, he goes and finds her.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, baby, you're hurt.
What the hell, baby?
What happened, baby?
Baby. And like patches him up, but doesn't ask too many questions.
Yeah.
Because she knows like he's got to do what he's got to do.
It's his job. Yeah.
And the women in this society, who are also Reds, work in the Webbery or something. Okay. Which is like, maybe that's what it's called. They have created and bred giant fucking silkworms. And the women go and like take the silk from the worms and make stuff out of it.
Okay.
So anyway, that's what
I had
she
no
does,
idea.
in case you didn't know.
I didn't.
And they are chitty-chatting about like making a difference for the Reds. And Io is very empowered by all of that, the idea of it. And we've also learned that Darrow in recent past has lost a family member, like his dad or something.
Yeah, I think it was his dad.
Because any rebellion or any social disrupt, they just like execute on the spot.
Yeah.
And it's brutal. They freaking hang you, but the gravity on
Mars isn't enough to like actually kill you, and they make your family pull on your feet.
Yeah. And then they just leave your body there.
Yeah.
Until it goes away.
Ugh.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah.
And these are the, other higher colors that are in charge of the mine.
Mm-hmm.
Golds and silvers and what have you.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Io tells him that she has a gift for him.
Mm-hmm. And she's gonna...
And, before that.
Oh.
Darrow and his mine crew are all up in arms about winning the laurel.
Oh, yeah.
Which is apparently like some acclaim that you get for mining the most in however long of time.
Yeah.
Every couple years or something.
Yeah.
And
it's like a cash prize.
It like gives you more food and more resources.
Yeah.
Like they take care of your crew.
Yeah.
Better than everybody else because obviously they have like rations and shit. They're on Mars.
Right.
They have only a certain amount of stuff.
Yeah.
But this one crew always gets it, the Gammas or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they're convinced because freaking Darrow just scanned the thing and kept mining and got a bunch of shit that day that they're going to win the laurel. Because they got more than everybody else.
They have so much shit.
So much shit.
Darrow's real good with that gel? Listen.
Neither of us are okay today.
Darrow's real good with that drill.
He is. He's a real good driller.
Not gel.
He's a good hell diver. Yeah. And he's like, I got a present for you too, baby. And the laurel ceremony is that night or something. But, so they go to that.
They do. Yeah. And they don't win.
They don't win. Because it's like rigged.
Totally rigged.
They won't let anyone else win.
The same people that always win.
Of course. Even though they got less shit.
Yeah.
Ugh. Rude.
Wieners.
And after that, Io's like, it's all right, baby.
I have a present for you. I'm going to take you somewhere.
Let's come to the Webbery or Silkery, whatever it's called,
where
she works. And there's this weird secret door I found. And let's go through it. And it's like a garden.
Yeah.
Where you can
they can see stars.
Like the surface of Mars.
Yeah.
And see the sky.
Stars.
And there's plants.
And stars.
And grass and stars.
And you know what else?
What?
Stars.
Oh my God. I didn't even know.
I know.
And they end up banging in the stars.
Yeah, they do.
Well, not in them, but under them.
Probably in the grass.
Yeah. Like,
yeah. So there's fucking grass on Mars already?
Yeah, in this little garden that's like created for the commanders or whatever.
Oh.
The people who control the mine.
Okay.
I think. Because then when they start exiting, they're found out.
Yeah.
And a guy's like, they're in our gardens.
Okay. Yeah.
So I assume it's like for the fancy people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The golds and what have you.
But if they can grow grass in this tiny little garden, why can't they grow it everywhere else?
Yeah, great question.
I think they can.
Great question.
Wieners.
You might be onto something, Sarah. Just maybe. But anyway, they're taken into custody.
Yeah.
And put in like cells.
Mm-hmm.
And after a few days, they are put on trial or are taken to get punished.
Yeah.
And Darrow gets 46 lashings or something crazy. Lots of lashings.
Yeah. And then it's Io's turn.
It's Io's turn.
And she's getting lashed also.
She's getting lashed.
And Darrow is like, no, let me take her lashes. Please.
Yeah. And they're like, no. And then Io's like, I'm all right. But then she starts
singing the death song.
The death song, which is like, you're not supposed to do that. It's a big no-no.
Yeah, no one's allowed to do that. You get killed for that.
Yeah. And there's this whole like lore about dancing and like specific dances that they do and like songs that are important culturally. But this death song is punishable by death.
Yeah.
Which like, what?
Why?
I mean, the death song is, I feel like, if I remember anything about it, talking about, the higher classes like squishing everybody else and taking everything from them.
Yeah.
Or something.
For sure.
But because it's punishable by death, what happens?
Well, obviously, they death her.
And freaking Darrow is the one who has to grab her
feet. Because she's like suffering.
I know.
Ugh.
It's so fucked.
Yeah.
And so then...
God, I can't even imagine.
It's brutal. It's like just really inhuman. But inhumane is maybe the word.
Yeah.
It's not like not human person. There's two versions. The E is the difference.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dara's like really upset.
Yeah, obviously.
He's grieving.
Yeah.
And he goes and talks to, he has like the drunk uncle who was commanding his mining crew, and he talks to his family, and he's like dead set on getting Eo's body down because they're just going to leave it there.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Real quick.
What?
Before they like execute her or anyone, they like allow them to say one thing to one person. And she says something to her sister.
Yeah, that's true.
Before they.
Yeah. And when Dara asks the sister, she's like, she just said she loves you. Yeah. I'm like, that's a crock of poops.
Liar.
Come on now.
Yeah.
And also, during all of this, too, there was like a gold person there who was really fancy. Like the arch governor or something. Yeah. Who isn't generally there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why was he there?
Or maybe
it was for the ceremony.
Actually, it's not for that one. It's for the next one.
Oh.
After Dara gets her down.
Oh.
Anyway.
No, he was there. He was there when she was on getting...
Okay. Well, yeah, there's some fancy guy there. I don't know. Maybe.
And then I think he's still there during the next one.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, this event with Eo has then been broadcast and seemingly like hacked to play that song. Like her singing it.
Yeah, like to play the actual event rather than like an edited version of it.
Like they're broadcasting to, I'm assuming, incite rebellion. Mm-hmm. But anyway, Dara is on a fucking mission to get his ladies' bodies down.
Yeah, because she's just hanging there rotten.
And his family like says goodbyes because they know what's going to come of it.
Yeah.
You can't bury your loved ones because then that's also punishable by death.
Which, again, why?
Yeah, what's this all about?
God.
It's control, man. It's control.
Yeah.
It's rude.
Too real.
But on his way to get her down, he runs into his uncle who like gives him something to drink.
Yeah, he's got a flask and he's like, here you go, buddy. And Dara's like, why is it so thick and sludgy? But keeps drinking? I'm like, dude, why?
It's suspicious, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Dara takes her down and goes back to that place, the garden.
And buries her
there.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. And then, of course, he's taken back into custody.
Yeah.
And is sentenced to death.
Yeah.
And I think the uncle is the one who pulls his legs when he's hung. And the archgovernor's there. All of this is going to be broadcasted too.
Yeah.
But what happens next, Sarah?
Well, he wakes up. What the heck?
He's not freaking unalive.
When I was reading this, I was like, where are we going after this? Yeah. Like, you're killing the main character. It's at the end.
Yeah, he didn't die, guys.
Yeah, he's still alive. He wakes up in like a
alley or something. I don't know.
Isn't he like in dirt somewhere?
Probably.
Because he's got dirt in his cuts and stuff.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. He's somewhere. I think they probably... Oh, no, he was buried. Like,
that's what I thought. Yeah.
He got buried by his uncle, I think. And dug himself out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, these people in masks approach.
Yeah.
And, like, take him away.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Spooky.
And he's like, who the hell are you? Take your mask off. I'm not telling you a damn thing.
Yeah.
And they do, and it's like some people that seem relatively normal.
Yeah.
But also seem like they used to be miners as well. Reds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they take him, and they're like traveling through weird back tunnels and places. And finally come upon this like different compound.
Yeah.
And they're like, we got stuff to show you, pal. And so they take him to this room.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking penthouse.
Yeah. That's exactly what I pictured.
Yeah.
It's a penthouse.
Yeah.
With a big old glass window.
Huge. And what do they see out the window?
Well.
Do you know?
No. Isn't it like a whole city?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't
on
wrong.
the surface of Mars.
Yeah.
Above ground, mind you.
Yeah, you remember earlier how I was like, if they can grow grass here, why can't they do it everywhere else? They can.
They fucking can. And
Wieners.
They have been. Apparently, there's like a bunch of cities, like thousands of them on Mars.
Yeah.
And they've just been using all of these
the Reds
underground, brainwashing them to
continue mining resources for them.
Yeah, they're slaves.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to them.
Yeah.
And these people that rescued him are like, yeah, we're fucking slaves, bro. And nobody knows the truth.
Yeah.
And there are some like higher reds who work above ground who are like sanitation and whatever. But other than that, like, yeah, they just are lying to you.
Yeah.
And also they have terraformed a bunch of planets now. Like more than you could know.
Jupiter.
They're everywhere.
That's the only one I know.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm
Moons, other places. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, dude.
It's fucked.
Wieners.
Bruh.
Scheming.
Brother.
Brother.
And there's like this one leader guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
I don't either.
But he is in charge. And I mean, he's a leader, so obviously.
Yeah.
And he's like, so we have a mission for you, Paleo. You're joining up with our weird little group, and we got a job for you.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of people have done it before. It never worked.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't get through it. But we have a job for you. You gonna do it?
You gonna do it?
Your wife wanted you to.
Yeah.
She, like, before she died, was like, you need to do it. You know? Be the voice.
Be the voice.
She was trying to make him, like, convince people to start an uprising.
Yeah.
Before she passed.
Yeah. And he was like, hell no. And then she went and tried to do it. And then she got killed.
Yeah, but her message is
so
ringing. People are seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's like his duty to his wife to like carry that through, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like we learned to what her sister actually said to her, but I don't remember what it was. Do you?
I don't.
Okay,
I don't know
cool.
if we learned that.
I think we did.
Oh, well.
I might be wrong. I
It's
don't
not
know.
in my brain if we did.
Great.
Okay.
I love that for us.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we did. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it probably does.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah.
they have a mission.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
I have a question.
What? What is your question?
What? I might know the answer. I don't
Well,
know.
say
I
it.
need you to refresh my memory.
Okay.
Do we know if the uncle knows that he was alive?
Yes. Because he's the one who buried him.
Yeah.
But he also took out all the cameras. So they
That's
didn't know
right.
it was him who took him.
That's right, yeah.
The uncle's been working with this underground society.
Yeah. And the sludge that he drank was some sort of drug, I imagine, to like
Keep
induce
him alive, put him in a coma for a
a
sec.
coma or something to make him appear dead.
Yeah. Yeah, so the uncle's in on it in some capacity.
Okay, thank you. That's all I needed.
As was his dad.
Yeah.
Like, his family's interconnected here.
Yeah, for sure.
But they take him into the city.
Mm-hmm.
They have to, like, go in the alleys and sneak around.
Yeah.
Go into the city.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to this guy who's an artist.
Okay.
I don't remember his color. But the artists are a different color. And they're, like, very few of them. I think maybe purple. I don't know. And they're like, hey, we have a task for you.
Yeah.
We have these wings from a gold.
Mm-hmm.
And all these other pieces of a gold.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have them? And we want you to make this guy, Darrow here, into a gold.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Why do they have wings?
I don't know. But I remember that when Arch Governor was overseeing all of the trials or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like surrounded by gold women with wings.
That's right.
Why do they got? See?
Oh
So
yeah,
they
and
are
one
alien
of
creatures.
and one of the ladies that's like with this group has wings. What is her name?
I don't know.
There's a lady.
Yeah.
She's like a winged lady.
A winged lady. I
with
don't know her
the
name.
group that is changing him. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know either.
Maybe
I
it
think
does.
she is another gold
Mm-hmm.
who like works with them
Yeah.
in some capacity. I
For
don't
sure.
remember her name. But yeah, there's winged people.
Yeah.
And they don't want him to be a like bronze gold.
Yeah.
They
They
want
want
him
him
to
to be a
be,
copper. He's got to be gold.
They want him to be a peerless something.
Mm-hmm.
Like the top gold guy.
Yeah.
Where he can get into the fancy school like Gold Skull 2.
Yeah.
And he can freaking become like a naval fleet officer.
Yeah.
A commander.
Yeah.
He could be like top dog. Make some real change
Mm-hmm.
by becoming a gold.
Yeah.
And so they task this artist with creating him.
Yeah.
Is quite literally creating him.
Yeah.
And they say,
painful.
like, nobody ever has lasted the carving is what they call it, which is quite literally what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, artists is just carving out his skin and replacing it with different skin that's, like, supple and soft and gold-like.
Yeah, because his back is all scarred now, so they have to replace his whole back skin.
And his hands are all, like, calloused and fucked up. So, basically, he gets an entire body full of skin.
Yeah.
And they put, like, stuff in his brain that make him gold.
Yeah, they
like,
completely change his eyeballs.
Yeah.
They, like, give him new eyeballs.
Eyeball transplant.
Yeah.
Like, it's very elaborate.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess to become a whole new color. So then yes, it has to be, like, different variants of humans.
Yeah.
They have to do a whole freaking rigmarole.
Yeah.
And more than that, once he's through that fucked up process, the chick that is one of the people that took him, who's, like, sassy, you know, she's that one.
Yeah.
She gets this machine that, like, trains him really intensely. Like, he puts his whole body in it, and it provides resistance while he's doing workouts and shit. And that's crazy.
They also have to, like, train his brain. You know?
Yeah.
Like, he has to learn a bunch of shit, and, like, they hook him up to something that, like, teaches him while he sleeps. And
that's right.
He wakes up with new knowledge.
Like, all of history. But it's, like, texts and authors that I know.
Yeah.
He's, like, learning all of literature in his sleep. They're also teaching him how to, like, socially function as a gold because they talk differently.
Yeah.
Like, they hold themselves differently.
Yeah, the reds are, like, super harsh, and, you know, golds are a little more dainty. Sophisticated.
And soft.
Yeah.
And fucked up.
Yeah.
What the hell, dude?
I know.
What? I didn't expect that.
And there was a really large chunk of this section describing, like, all of the things that they're doing to his body.
Yeah.
And all of the changes that they're making. And there's weeks in between. Like, this is a long period of time.
It's a long process.
Which makes sense. They're completely changing his whole body.
He's becoming a whole new person.
It's wild.
I know. And this is, like, months of this, of learning to acculturate, like, become a gold.
Yeah.
Completely changing his body. Like, by the end of this stretch of months, he is taller and really muscly and, like, fit.
Yeah.
And eloquent and, well, kind of. Like, that part's still hard for him. He's trying to piece out the language thing. But he
still says, you know, fuck a lot.
Yeah.
Or some other sort of
there's, like, a
cuss
weird word that's slightly like gory something is what golds say instead of whatever they say.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nonetheless, he's been going through it.
Bloody hell. Gory.
Gory hell. Stop. Yeah, it's silly. But crazy.
Yeah.
And by the end of these months of him completely changing, he's meant to take this test or
like
something.
an entrance exam for the school?
The school that he's supposed to be going into.
Yeah.
To become a peerless whatever.
Yeah.
Who works with the, like, empress or whoever.
Yeah.
There's, like, a top dog lady who they have this, like, this stretches across all of what we read, like a big screen that projects the leadership, and in the mines, like, it was obviously very catered to the Reds.
Yeah.
But there's an all powerful lady who lives on Earth's moon, I think, and that's where they control everything from.
Yeah.
And these peerless, or whatever they are, golds, work for her directly, I think. But yeah, he has to take an entrance exam and ends up, like, meeting another gold who seems pretty chill.
Yeah, while they're, like, waiting in line.
Yeah.
And dude is like, what's your name? That's a weird name.
Oh, yeah, because they wanted to name him something. And he's like, no, my name's Darrow, bitch.
Yeah.
But also now his last name is Andromedus.
Yeah, they've, like, he has a whole backstory, like a family from a different planet, and his parents just recently died.
Well, real people did, I think. I think they, like, planned the murder of an actual family to be like, yeah, that's my family. Now I inherited this, like, condo or whatever.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That was extensive. They put a lot of legwork into infiltrating.
It was wild.
I know.
It makes sense, though. I mean,
you gotta
seem like the real deal.
Yeah.
But anyways, the guy that he meets in line is like, hey, buddy, you want to go get drinks or something? He, like, invites him out somewhere where there's ladies who, like, it's a brothel. Come on.
For sure.
And Darrow's like, I'm good, dude. But then he, like, passes him information onto his something. They've got, like, tablets or something.
About themselves.
Yeah.
Like, they share information with, like, an e-file.
Dude, like, sends him his name and the address of the place that he invited him to and is like, if you change your mind...
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a fucking cell phone. It's not all that different than
right.
like, here, I'll send you my location.
You can airdrop shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything that happens after that? Because I feel like you may remember the end better than I do, and I remembered the beginning.
Well, he does the test.
Do we know how it goes yet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 He goes through this big, extensive test. Like, it's hours, it seems like, of...
And they, like, poke and prod him.
Poking
like,
and prodding
his
and...
fucking chemistry and shit.
Yeah, like, watching how he reacts in certain situations, like, in a room by himself.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird shit that they do.
They're, like, checking the validity of his color.
Yeah.
Like, they want to make sure he's actually a gold.
Yeah.
Like, it's intense how they track their lineage. You're spinning again.
I'm spinning again. Yeah. But he finishes the test, and then, like, I don't know, a week later or something, someone comes to the condo.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, we have questions for you, bud, because you did too good on your test.
Yeah.
And we have to make sure that you weren't cheating.
That's right.
And so they basically, like, hook him up to a lie detector and ask him a bunch of questions.
Yeah, but his baseline for truth is your
lying.
Name, fucking Garo, whatever, Andromedas.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, totally, bro.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, totally. My parents just died. Yep.
Yeah.
And so then it takes like a couple of weeks for him to figure out if he passed the test about the lying or not.
Yeah.
And then he finds out that, and then it's another couple weeks before he finds out if I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind.
Oh. So do we know that he passed the lie detector?
Yeah.
And do we know that he passed the test in general to get in?
I mean, the reason they were questioning him was because he did too good on the test, so I would assume that he got in.
Yeah, I guess we didn't get that far. I'm just trying to place where we ended this section.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I feel like all the while he's like training still to become a more refined gold.
Yeah.
And all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I think I also got fucked up about the test because the other book I'm listening to had a test where they're like, you did too good. And she was like, I'll take it again right in front of you, bitch.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, what?
Wow.
But now I remember that.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know if we read much past that. I don't think we got anything into the school yet.
No.
Or what that's going to look like.
No.
We just know that he took a bunch of tests
that
were really intense after becoming an entirely new person.
You know what? I think we did get into, like, he gets into the school because he meets someone. Hang on. Let me try to piece it together in my brain.
Word.
I feel like he's, like, sorted into a section of the school.
Oh, like, yeah. Don't they have, like, houses?
Yeah, it's, like, kind of like Harry Potter-esque.
Yeah, that's right.
Where there's, like, certain people that do certain things, and he gets, like, into kind of a middle grade one, I feel like.
I don't remember where he gets started.
I don't remember either.
I barely remember that there was houses.
I don't either.
Or posses. Clans. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was, like, based on what you study.
Based on, like, your family, too, because he says to someone, some, like, higher-up guy, that, oh, I'm remembering things now. So he meets a guy who, like, asks him what he wants to do, and when he tells him, he's like, oh, with your background, that's never going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Because your family was just, like, these lowly people. They weren't all that important.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same guy who invited him places.
Maybe. No, it's not, because this guy... Later, there's like a ceremony where all of the leaders of each house or whatever, like, pick their own people.
That's right.
And this guy ends up picking him. And he gets picked like 11th out of 1,000.
Oh, that's right. That is where we ended.
Yeah.
It was a guy who wasn't like... He didn't have any... He was like a warrior or like a fucking... He was a military man.
Yeah.
And normally it was like a professor, like someone with accolades who was picking.
Okay.
And I feel like they liked him for some reason. But yeah, he was like a hardened military man.
Yeah.
That picked him.
Yeah.
Or like someone told him to pick him or something.
Yeah.
But he got picked into a house, guys.
Heck yeah.
Sorry we don't know anymore.
I mean, that's where we ended.
Yeah,
so.
It is true. He got 11th out of 1,000. They put him in like weird boxes on a wall. It was like a weird game show. They like all of the cadets or whatever that are being chosen were like put in little boxes, and they'd come up to you and like talk to you, and like one came to him and asked questions and seemed interested, and then picked someone else.
Yeah.
And then this guy got him.
Yeah, and I think that there was a person that was like, I hope you're still available next round.
Yeah.
And then
that
was
it
the
like,
guy that picked him?
No.
Okay. It was a different guy.
It was a different one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Weird.
So weird.
It's like a fucking dodgeball game in high school.
Yeah, when you're picked last.
Yeah. But he was 11th of 1,000.
Wow.
So he's made a good impression thus far with his gold impostery.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Darrow.
I forgot your name. I was going to say Roland. Where did that come from?
I wonder if there's Roland in there, because neither of us know.
It's possible. It's possible.
Honestly. Yeah, but very interesting so far.
It is very interesting.
I'm very interested to see what the heck happens, man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to get real juicy.
The title of the next book, I mean, obviously.
Golden
something.
Sun.
Golden's going to happen.
My gosh. We've heard really great things about this book.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get through it.
For sure. I can see it so far. It's really interesting. It is just very chewy.
It is.
But I feel like it's going to get maybe a little less so now that we're like into the thick of it.
Yeah.
But there was so much world building in the beginning, and
yeah, it's chewy and dense.
Yeah.
It's sci-fi. I feel like we should expect that.
For sure.
But yeah, it's been super interesting so far.
Yeah. I'm excited to read more.
I know, me too. Yeah. Next week, you guys, we're going to be reading chapters 18 through 32.
Ooh.
That's our next section.
Wow.
Oh my God. We're going to learn so many things, I bet. God, about the school, about Goldies.
Yeah.
About the other colors.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they have saved EO too?
I know. And he asked that too. And they were like, we just couldn't, bro. Poor
couldn't
EO.
Couldn't be her. It had to be you.
It had to be you. There's something special about him.
Yeah.
And they did a very thorough job. But
they sure did.
Talk about, like, they have the grays or whatever that protect the golds. Mm-hmm. And, like, that's scary. He has to contend with them. And there's a lot going on.
So much.
These colors are crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Crazy.
So, yeah, read chapters freaking 18 through 32 for next week, guys.
Heck yeah.
And let's freaking chat about it.
Yeah.
And I bet we're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
Probably.
We always do.
Obviously. So. What the hell? Excuse me. What was that? What else are you reading right now, Sarah?
Well.
I
finished The River of Silver by S.A. Chakraborty this week.
I know. I'm sad I didn't.
And I gave it 5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
I finished The New Couple in 5B by Lisa Unger.
Yeah.
I gave it 3.5 stars.
Heck you.
I started reading Dark Rise by C.S. Pacat. I listened to 15% of that.
Heck yeah.
And I started listening to The Wrong Place, The Wrong Time, ? I don't know if that's the exact title, by Gillian McAllister.
Sick.
And I listened to 25% of that.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you read this week, Danielle?
Well,
or what are
Sarah,
you reading?
Well.
I
listened to all of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Wow.
J.K.
What'd you rate it? I need to know.
I gave it a 4 star. I know. Poo-poo. If you want to know why, go check out our check-ins on YouTube. I am also still reading The Poppy Wars by R.F. Kuang.
Heck yeah.
Oh, it's getting so good. It's just really good so far. I like it.
Good.
And I am 83% of the way through listening to. That was a lot of weird things to say in a weird order.
And you paused so many times.
The drama. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is first book in a series.
Mm-hmm. 4 books.
I know. And Sarah's pissed because I did it without her, even though I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. And I am still reading The River of Silver, but I didn't pick it up this week because I just didn't have freaking time.
Wow.
So I'm sad, but
if I had known that, I wouldn't have finished it. I thought that we were finishing it, so I just did.
I feel like we had every intention, but we didn't explicitly talk about it before you left. So then I just didn't. It's fine. I'll finish it.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. What are you guys reading? Let us know.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear more about our current reads outside of podcast book, then go find us on YouTube at Books and Crannies Podcast. And we have weekly check-ins where we just chat about books.
Yeah.
And it's real fun.
Yeah, it is.
And we're also on TikTok and Instagram at Books and Crannies Podcast as well.
Yeah.
And please subscribe and follow and like and share and comment and all the things that you're supposed to do on the internet.
Hit the notification bell.
Yeah.
If you're listening on a podcast platform, please leave us a rating.
Please do it. We love to hear your opinions.
I will give you a cookie.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. And you can give us suggestions. Maybe you really hate everything we do. Tell us why.
Yeah.
Or maybe you really love it. Tell us why.
Yeah. If there's something that you want us to change about how we do the podcast, let us know.
Yeah. Or if there's a book you want us to chat about.
Yeah.
Come on. We always love recommendations.
Yeah.
But that's all we got for you.
Yeah, it is.
I hope you have a really freaking great week.
Me too. And I love you.
I love you so much.
And
happy reading.
Okay, bye.